Hello everybody, welcome back. This is going to be episode 6 for our legendary Beastmen campaign for Total War Warhammer. I am the strategy professor. I am going to actually mark down the time here. Believe it or not, it's actually going to happen. Okay. I got the time marked down. And if you're joining us for the first time, this is going to be a pure campaign, which means there's no auto-resolve abuse, there's no assassinating wards on the campaign trail, it's just no other shenanigans that would give me an unfair advantage over the AI, even though they have an unfair advantage over me, with legendary stats and lots of crazy glitches, as we saw, or, I mean, that's just the best way to describe it, what happened last episode of this crazy siege fight. If you haven't watched the last episode, you should 100% watch it. There's about a 30-minute siege that's just absolutely ridiculous. We managed to win it, but my gosh, is it crazy. Like, you should watch it. And, I mean, it's just a testament. Now, yes, there's lots of glitches and problems there, but that fight would have lasted at least 15 minutes still. It ended up lasting 30 because of all the glitches, but it would last at least 15 minutes. So these people who say, oh, fights are over in 2 or 3 minutes, I don't know what they're, maybe they're playing it on the easiest difficulty or something, and they're just crushing it. I would say if you think that the fights are too fast or too easy, step it up a notch. Like, take the difficulty up a little bit and don't auto-resolve, and I'll guarantee you will get lots of very hard, challenging fights on a regular basis, especially if you play the Beastmen. This is the hardest campaign by a pretty wide margin, I think, so far. Okay, so I went ahead and added up. As I said I was going to do it the last episode, that tower that kept shooting, even though it was unmanned, killed 194 units in that fight. So, just as a recap, what happened in that last fight, I went back and watched the replay, and I still can't explain most of what happened. If you know in the comments, just let me know. But my archers couldn't fire over walls. When I was on top of the wall, I couldn't fire down on people. When I clicked to fire down on people, my people were jumping over the wall and going into melee. My lord couldn't hop down. Now, I think maybe I have to click on the wall itself for the lord to hop down. I'm not sure, because I clicked on where I wanted him to go, but it might confuse the AI. But the thing is, I never actually clicked on the wall, but yet he did get down eventually. So there's some way that he can get down, even if I click elsewhere. So I'm not really sure how that mechanic works. What I probably should have done in that situation, if I noticed that my archers are glitched out and just not firing. The thing is, it was inconsistent because I went back and watched it, and sometimes they were firing down into the crowd, but then other times they weren't. And they still had tons of ammo left at the end of the fight. So what I probably should have done, if I would have known all that glitching was going to go on, is bust in the front door, and then just shoot right through the front door into those halberdiers, and just don't even go onto the wall with my archers. Just shoot right through the front door, because apparently you can't arc your shot over. I mean, I know they have less range, right? They only have 110 range, but that should be more than enough to arc your shot over that wall if someone's just literally right on the other side of the wall. So I'm not quite sure how that works, but anyways, lots of frustration, but we made it through. So now let's see what our prize is. And we managed to actually, I just noticed when I started this campaign back up, we actually managed to keep all 17 units here miraculously. This one only has 2 left. So it's going to cost us a lot of money. It's a very inefficient army, but we still get to keep our Bray-herd. And that's still pretty strong. You know, it's not as strong as it was, obviously, but it's still quite strong. I just want to see what killed a lot of things, too, of these high-tech units. So I kind of know maybe what I should go for. Okay. Case closed. 237 units. This is the Black Orc equivalent unit that I talked about. It's like your tier 4 infantry unit that I'm building towards. I knew they'd be good, but this is like obviously an outperformance. 177 is really good. The lords probably did quite well in this. These things did almost nothing. Now these were up on the wall, getting a lot of fights in. The Boar Chariot actually killed 161. I didn't think it did anything. It usually just crashed into halberds and died, was what I thought was going on, but I guess they did kill some people somewhere. Maybe those are rundown kills at the end? I'm not really sure. These are okay, but once again, you know, they're nowhere close to the performance of this guy. He did pretty well, 167. Yeah, the Lords probably got a lot, because they were 370. Because they were just sitting there, because they were the only units that could really get in there and fight, and they were just sitting there just face tanking like 5 units and just killing all of them. 137. These guys are pretty weak. Now, surprisingly, I think the archers actually did quite well. 178. I don't know how some of them got these kills, because they certainly weren't doing it with their arrows. Maybe they were doing it in melee combat. I don't know. But yeah, the outperformance really was this guy, and I didn't follow him. He could have just had a really good matchup. I know they were on top of the wall, probably cleaning stuff up, so it was really the lords and this guy. So the people with armor, they did very well. Not a huge surprise there. Okay, let's see what we get for this. Okay, we get 3,400. Nice. And we got some amount of gold. How much did we get for winning the fight? I think we had 900 left. So we probably got about, what, 1,500-ish? Maybe 1,300? I'm not sure of the exact numbers, but it's absolutely loot and raise. Yep. Oh, mission aborted. Huh. Okay, so I think what used to happen, maybe this changed in this patch, what used to happen is if you were supposed to assassinate a person, or if you were supposed to, you know, conquer an enemy or something like that, if they actually died some other way, if an enemy killed them, or if the faction was eliminated or whatever, it just counted as completing the quest. But now it looks like they can abort the quest. So even though I was supposed to assassinate him, I just killed him straight up in a fight, and it counts as an abort. So, I mean, it's not a huge deal. Wait, damage of magical attacks is reduced by this amount, 50%. So that counts as magic and magic attacks. Huh. So maybe if something has a magical attack, then it bypasses all armor. So it's like 100% piercing, but it's negated by magic resistance. That's actually kind of cool. So some units that have magic attacks are the Hex Wraiths. So the Ghost Cavalry for the vampire accounts, I believe, have magical attacks. And there are some lords and heroes that have magical attacks. So that's blocked by magic resistance then, and it is like 100% armor penetration, I assume. I'd have to go and look, because I'm pretty sure most of these attacks disclose an armor penetration amount and a normal amount in addition to saying it's a magical attack. So I'm not really sure. Maybe the penetration goes through and then no matter what, and then the other component of the damage is blocked by magic instead of armor or physical, or by magic resistance rather, instead of by physical resistance or armor. It's interesting. Okay, so we don't get this. They should be eliminated. I mean, they have a lord that's still running around. Over here somewhere. He ran away because he's a coward. Nothing new. Now I just want to see here. Do I get a special benefit of that +4 in the region? I can't see these other two. I think they give +2 and then +1 to adjacent provinces. This gives +4 to everything. Oh, it looks magical. That's kind of cool. What does this say? Let me see. That's a lot of casualties. Okay, so that's just for vampires if they want to raise that. Or no, I don't have necromancer magic. I can get the dark, like, soul blight or whatever, spirit leech magic. So if sieges are that hard, let me take a look here. There's a chance I might need to go for the Bray Shaman and the Cygors. Now, I know I talked a lot of trash about the Shaman magic, and it's frankly not that great. But it still is okay. I mean, it's something. Right now I have 0 wins of magic, so at least it's something I could use. And that would let me get a Cygor, because this would help me siege so much. It's just a good unit for the cost anyways, 400. But the question is, do I want them over Minotaurs? And I'm just not sure. I mean... Okay, so I can't reduce the cost of Cygors either. But they're tier 5, first of all. Minotaurs, and this guy is amazing. I want one of him with every single army. The Gorbull. These are expensive, though. They are great units, as we've seen. I mean, they're just awesome. But I might need this for sieging. I'm just going to have to see how bad the sieges are. I mean, they don't really fit thematically with what the... you know, the Beastmen are trying to do. Like, they're really cool. Like, I love them as a unit. They're probably my favorite unit. But, you know, they're not really good for ambushes and flanks. But they round it out a little bit and just give you some missile options, at least. This would help me out against, How fast are they? They're pretty fast. So I could throw a rock and like run and dodge other artillery shots with it potentially. So I could just like micro them, just like throw and run, and then just try to take out things like steam tanks or whatever kind of other artillery that they have, because artillery is going to be a huge problem later in the game, and this could force them to come to me, because most artillery can't move fast at all. It's like 25 movement speed. But this guy's actually pretty fast, so I can actually throw and then run like from side to side and dodge a lot of other artillery shots. And he would be very good against things like Quarrelers and Thunderers. So I don't know. How fast does he reload? Let me see. 13.5 seconds. I don't know. I mean, definitely this is number one priority by a long shot. This guy's only 250, and they're just really, really strong. So I don't think I want to get Minotaurs or this guy until I get all the way up here and get this guy. And it reduces the upkeep of everything else by 15%, which, I mean, just that price reduction alone is something that I desperately, desperately need right now. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll feel it out, but that siege leads me to believe that I probably want something like a Cygor just to knock out towers, and just so that I can actually kill, units that are on the other side. If every siege is going to be like that, I just had overwhelming numbers there. I had like 50% more units than they had. Well, I guess I didn't really when we looked, but anyways, I should have won that fight, but I didn't. These guys can't arc shots. Now they have a decent throw. Can they fire while moving? Let me see. They have Vanguard deployment, but it doesn't say they can fire while moving. But I don't know why they wouldn't be able to. Everything else that's Centaur-like that throws axes is able to fire while moving. Deal 34. Have decent armor. I'm just not totally convinced they're worth it. I mean, they are super fast, and they have like infinite vigor. 35. They're just like your base, like just a normal cavalry unit, though. I don't know. Obviously, I'm still a rookie to this. I'm not sure. I just feel like the pigs are better than them in almost every scenario. They have a lot of piercing damage, nice charge, nice speed. These guys don't have a lot of pierce. They do have some piercing. Let me see. Well, the great weapons, of course, will have piercing, but do the normal weapons have piercing? I can't. Let me. Oh, that's charge bonus. Sorry, I glanced away, looked at my phone. Okay, so they have almost no armor piercing. These things are kind of expensive on the cheap side. I mean, my main problem right now is these Minotaurs are very, very expensive, and I'm obviously just like really, really strapped for cash. I mean, this guy is phenomenal, and I do want him, but they're just so expensive, and their role is similar. I mean, they're fast enough to flank around behind and kill things. I do need something that can flank. These guys aren't very fast because they're heavily armored. They go down to 31 speed, so they're kind of your ground and pound unit. This one you can go toe-to-toe with, so you can actually make an infantry line and win fights with them, because you're going to get a lot of buffs on them. These are obviously not as great as... I mean, I knew they weren't going to be great. We just saw that in the last fight, why they're not that great. These chariots were pretty good, but once again, I just think this is underwhelming to spend a lot of growth here early on. So it's either the Cygor or the Minotaur. I don't know. We'll think it over. I think we definitely want to upgrade our number one building first. Speaking of which, can we actually upgrade it? Our main guy has... How did no one level up off of that? Like, we took a town and killed everybody. Now this guy can move. Didn't I get items off of that? Check and save. Okay, sweet. So I get an extra +1 per turn. Nice. Pesticores are cheaper. Alright, so what do we do? I think I want to come up here and just run into this army. This army's gonna kill me. It's going to kill these guys, but I just want to weaken them.
I must keep my holy vow. No.
Now, they are taking very heavy attrition while they're running through my territory. So I can just send this wall, or the Bray-herd after these guys and just try to damage them. Now, this faction should be eliminated. I mean, what do they have? Like, one more lord just running around, I think? Estalia? Yeah. They have, like, one single unit that's running around. Alright. So we can't combine any of these because we need a... Whoa, I thought it said we had a 16 stack. It killed units. Dang it. It killed off units. At the end of the fight, you guys saw it. I counted them up. I need to go back and watch the replay. But I saw 17 units still alive. I didn't lose any battalions. It just rounded off when I had 2 left. It just counted them as dead, basically. Or recombined them with something else. I don't know. Either way, so that means this is going to go away. Which sucks. Because now these guys are going to be free to come down and mess with us.
I am a lord of Bretonnian. Never.
Alright, well, if that's how it's going to go, this guy already has gotten his wah. If it drops below 17, then you lose it at the end of the turn no matter what. So these are going to disappear. So I might as well just consolidate and just save a bunch of cash here. How much are these? Because I'm not going to be able to get another Bray-herd here for a while anyways. I wish I could have just split these up and given about 80 per stack. That would have been nice. I mean, I kind of want to get rid of this to save cash, but I just can't afford it right now. I can get rid of these guys. These guys are pretty weak. But the problem is, like, they could come over here and just, like, wipe me out. So I definitely need to hide. What I could do is exchange some units and then get him up to where he gets a Bray-herd. I mean, I guess maybe that was a mistake to combine all those. I did save cash with it. But I could have put them here, transferred them all to this guy, but it probably would have knocked out his bestial rage, like, big time. How much is this guy? 110 per turn? It's going to take him forever to heal. Just give him the boot. We'll hold on to these guys, I guess. But I'm not thrilled about it. But I can hand off units, potentially right now, to this guy, and then have this guy try to get all the way up. I think I'm going to do that. Let's see how much it's going to cost me for this transfer. It doesn't say it's going to cost me anything. No, it didn't cost me anything. Okay. What was it costing me before? I don't know. But okay, so we're able to move these guys over. What? It took all of his movement? Usually it doesn't take that much movement. Oh, that's very frustrating because I need to hire. Dang it. Well, he's still in ambush stance. I don't think they can see me. So I need to hire with both of these guys every turn and then just keep handing him units. Maybe you get one handoff every so often. I'm not sure how that works. So I can't make buildings. I can't hand off units. Okay. All right. Well, that's gonna be it. We're still, working our way towards man cleaves or man cleavers. Almost sounded like man cleavage or something. What? Did they change that mechanic? So they just fought me, so they took a lot of heat on that. Interesting. So, with the greenskins, if you ever drop below 17 units for any reason, then you instantly lose the wall. It looks like with the Bray-herd, you can drop below 17 units. But if you try to hand off units, sometimes you get a penalty. So it's an interesting distinction. Is sometimes you get a penalty to your bestial rage, but you can drop below 17 units and still keep your herd, your Bray-herd. So that's a very good mechanic to know, and it's different from the greenskins, unless they change the greenskins in this patch. I haven't played anything except for Beastmen in this patch, because I'm trying to give you guys and gals a bunch of content here. This should have weakened them. Okay, so you get a penalty when you lose the Bray-herd. It goes down by quite a lot. Change per turn. So it starts at -8 and works its way down. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You get the picture. It's the same thing with the greenskins. Recruiting surplus. Oh, sweet! I just needed to recruit a bunch of stuff. Nice. So so far, I've seen mostly positive. Mostly positive things that you get, which is good because you need it bad. Okay,
You
so
dishonor me.
what? It only hurt him that much? I barely touched him. Okay, so Tobaro's taken this over now, over here, with like a single lord. So we have to get over there and kill that pretty soon. Now it's not going to have walls, which is nice. Okay, so we are starting to get a little bit of extra cash here. I need to just hire with both of them. So can I actually fight him? I don't think so. I'm interested to see how much replenishment I get, because there's so much chaos corruption here. Let me see. Is it going to tell us? I wish it was just like more transparent how much chaos corruption you had in a province. So we're going to get the moon here in a second. I mean, am I missing something? You can't see how much chaos corruption unless it's like a town. But I would love... I mean, I can see right here it says I have so much, but it doesn't tell me what the... you know, effects are. Okay, so I think... 45%. I want to run into some woods. Ambush 7%. I want to work my way up here, obviously, but I want to run into some woods so that they can't see me as easily when I go into my little deal. Is this woods? Okay, this counts as woods. So I think I just want to run like right here. And higher. And replenish for a little bit. Right. So, who has the upgraded buildings? Let me see here. Okay, so I got this already, so I want to get him up to tier 2 eventually. That's 4,000. How much do I have? I mean, I'm wealthy, but am I that wealthy? Would help me get more growth, which is nice. I mean, I am going to have to refill both of these armies, though. Another option. So that means that I need, like... I really need to hand off these units. Because this guy's getting the reduction. Or the, this guy gets the cost reduction. And the other guy doesn't by a lot. So this is costing me a lot of extra money to hold on to them here. But I'm not going to be able to get a Bray-herd for a little bit. Alright, so let's see. I could get this for 3,000, and that would give me the cost reduction. The question is, do I want to tech up to tier 4 yet, or do I want the cost reduction? I think I want the cost reduction. Because I need both of these armies to be big fairly frequently, so that I can keep getting Bray-herds and keep cycling them. This would give me a little bit more wiggle room also in terms of hiring. let's do it. So we're going to hire. So it's going to slow down our tech a little bit if we're doing it laterally instead of vertically. But I think overall it's going to be better for our economy if we do that. So we can have 2 pretty strong armies, and most importantly, just so that we can get multiple Bray-herds. Because when I transfer 17 units all the way over here, you know, it's going to cost a ton of cash. So I need that cost reduction as much as possible on him. Even though, you know, theoretically, yes, I could just hire, like, I could just go vertical with 1 army, get up to here as fast as I could to these high-tech units, and they would get these huge upkeep reductions. But then I wouldn't be able to switch armies around if I did that, so I would be cutting my Bray-herds in half, because right now I just can't afford, you know, enough for 2 17-stack armies. So this will let me have more units in my armies, because it's going to be a reduction of cost. But I'm not going to be able to tech as fast as I possibly can to here, which I think I'm okay with. I would rather have more units, because we're just kind of like a, you know, like we are a horde faction, but we just want to swarm people with a ton of units too. We have really big unit sizes. It works really well with ambushes. So I think I don't mind going vertically, or horizontally rather. So in other words, upgrading both of these at the same time instead of just upgrading one. Okay, so we're getting a reduction in cost. I definitely want to build these. Okay, so we're getting some replenishment. That's pretty weak for a place that has 60% chaos corruption. Seems pretty weak. Oh, hold on. This guy has magic attacks. Okay. So it must be... So he has magical attacks. What's his weapon strength? And he has piercing. So that weapon damage is blocked by magic resistance and not by armor. So that's important to recognize. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I guess that's really good against normal units, because normal units don't have any sort of reduction to magic damage, so that's actually quite good against normal units. Does my Legendary Lord have that? Yeah, he has magical attacks too. I don't remember that. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention before. Okay, so they do a ton of damage to normal units. A little bit less so to lords, but that's okay. Alright, so what do we need? What do we need to hire here? I think, 2 archers, the bulls. We're gonna hire... we're gonna face them.
I will not blight my soul.
So want lots of archers to take down their archers and to take down their horses. I think maybe it's just double archer. Mongol raiders. They're obviously way more expensive, but... Now I could hire some of these guys with shields. Maybe I want to go ahead and get a couple of these guys, because they have higher melee defense. And they have shields, so... yeah, let's just get a couple of spearmen in here. They're still a pretty good bargain. 92 is a good rate for an extra 6 melee defense. Alright, so we're going to get the moon next turn. And we're going to finish a tech next turn, which is going to help. It gives our missile units an extra 10% damage, so that's pretty good. Okay, that's going to be it. I think. Let's just check one more time here. So we can't get peace with either one of these people. So once they declare war on us, there's no way we can get peace with them. We're improving with Tilia, because we broke a treaty with the Bremen. What? How am I untrustworthy? Like, what kind of glitch is this? So my Bray-herd just straight died in combat, and it says I broke a treaty with him. So now I'm untrustworthy. So now everyone's going to want to fight me, because I'm going to have terrible reliability rating, because every time I get a Bray-herd, then I'm going to get a massive diplomatic penalty modifier, which means it's going to make it really hard to confederate with other Beastmen. which is something I would like to do. Like, how did I break a treaty with the Bray-herd? All they did was they got attacked and died. Seems suspicious. Whatever. Okay, so they're at war with Karakazor. I'm sure Karakazor wants to join, like, fight with me. I could go to war with Talia as well. I mean, everyone's going to go to war with me, so I might as well make money out of it. I'm pretty sure in patch 1.1 they made it a lot harder to get cash off of diplomacy, which is aggravating. No. Alright, that's it. Okay, so they're obviously looking for me. Oh, it makes my person run? Dang it, that means I didn't get to hire. Okay. What, we just finished Man Cleavers? What? I thought we just finished the missile unit, not the Man Cleavers. What the heck? Okay, so we could go for full heal on everything, which would be pretty sweet, honestly. But I still don't think it's gonna be enough to fight them. Could go Beastly Inclination. I mean, that is super strong, but I just don't think we have the raw units to fight them. Now, we did just get to hire 2 more, so how many would that give us, like 10 or something? That's going to knock our growth out, but I don't really care about that. I think maybe the replenishment might be the best one here, just to make sure everyone's at full health. Now this would be interesting. This would let me go over and mess. This would, first of all, let me get away from the Bretonnians that are trying to hunt me down, but it would also theoretically let me get over here and attack this Tobias or whatever this is over here. Burn it and then hide again. We don't need this. I'm already max rage. This would be useful. I don't really care about growth right now. Now we're winded in battle though, which I don't like that. This would be great for a fight if I thought I could actually get away from them. I think I want this, just to heal everybody up. I wish I'd kept all those units. I probably should have kept those units around just to see if I could get the heal. I didn't even time it right with the... No, I have been making some money off of it, though, because I've had low unit count for a little bit. Let's do, I mean, can I beat them? I just don't remember how many units that I had. I know they have like 16, and they're getting pretty beaten up. Also, they're sitting in corruption. So they're taking attrition. So this is out of the question, I think, because I just don't want winded vigor. I mean, that guy could have 10 more units in his town by the time I get over there. This is off the table. So it's really just, do I just want to man up or woman up, depending on your preference? Do I just want to get tough and actually try to fight this guy? Can I even do that? I mean, plus 50 attack is really strong. They have a lot of archers, and I just don't have that many archers yet to deal with them. I do have some units, but they're still pretty banged up. I think I only have something like 6 units. I mean, I might have like 8, 9, up to 10 total. But I can't do 10 on 16, I don't think, even with plus 50 attack. Oh, the 15% extra damage is only for melee infantry units, so it doesn't apply to lords, it doesn't apply to monsters units. Gotcha. I mean, I could hide. The thing is, if I have 50% reduced movement range, I can't see how many units that I have. It won't let me click on anything. I need to take a much better mental note before the moon comes up and think about which kind of bonuses I would actually want to have. Because I think I've seen most of them so far. I've seen 3 or 4 of these events, and I think there's probably like 6 to 8 different choices that are possible, and you get kind of a random assortment. I'm not going to have the units to do this, I don't think. And the problem is, if I don't, there's no escape. Like, campaign movement range minus 50%, so there's no way I'm getting away. As it currently stands, I should be able to just run them. So what I might do is just run in different directions with my 2 lords, and just keep building units in whichever army he doesn't chase. And he shouldn't be able to chase and kill me. So that means I should get this, and then everyone's going to be healed up too. Okay, when one falls. So it does hurt our growth, we just can't afford a lot of growth anyways.
I must keep my holy vow.
How is he not taking more attrition than that? I mean, this place is like insane corruption. It's like 63%. Yeah, that's gonna be really nice to heal everyone up to full. Yeah, I only had 9, 10 units, and a bunch of people really banged up. There's no way with the plus 50, even with the plus 50 attack, that I can take them. They're just too strong. Yeah, they're a little dinged up, but not really that badly. He's probably trying to run home. I mean, smart money would just let him go home at this point. And just come over here and kill this. And just hire more units. And just get ready to come back up here and mess with him another day once I'm healed up. I am making some progress. I'm getting teched up, I'm getting levels. I mean, levels are very important. Especially with the Beastmen, you get so many bonuses to everything. Okay, so I think I just want to run up here. Oh, I need to only run a certain percentage so that I can hire, though. Well, hold on. Need to think carefully about this. So I need to get as far away from him as possible. And I can't use the underway because he might intercept me. So I think I could run over here. I could just run up here with both of them, I think, and be okay. I think I should be invisible again. That should let me hire if I stop right on the button here, I think. Yes, okay. Every pixel just matters so much. So hidden encampment, he shouldn't be able to see me unless he walks right up on me, and if he does, I should be able to run. There's no way he has the movement speed to run up here and chase me if I run. Question is this far enough? The answer is yes, I hope. Because I want to hire while I have this bonus. I mean, I don't usually care that much about the recruitment hiring, but I need to leverage every single benefit I can get. I mean, yes, I care about upkeep more, but what was going on over here? I thought it said that I finished man cleavers. Maybe it said that I started man cleavers. You see the events. A defiled honor, I finished. Now researching man cleavers. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so these should deal extra damage now. A little bit. It's higher. I still think these are probably best bang for your buck right now, infantry. That extra melee defense is good. They also get the bonus versus large. I mean, yeah, you're paying up. I mean, you're paying an extra 30 per unit to get a shield and 6 defense. It's probably worth it in my mind, I think. Yeah. Okay. And then... Oh, they're losing Bray-herd action. What? I thought I was full up. Maybe not. Maybe when I handed off units it hurt me? I don't know. Maybe it's because I ran away it hurt my bestial. Encampment, -1. Oh, so you get -1 for encampment, huh? Alright, we can't afford any buildings right now, I don't think. Oh, he had 12 growth, that's unfortunate, but, you know, this heal is going to be a godsend, especially because this person just
Sigma
built this new place over here, and now he's just hiring up a new army.
By Sigma, no!
How is he hiring? Look at this. Hold on, mustering. So he's hiring units, but he has no buildings in which to hire units. I don't get it. What is he? So he has 5 units here. So we should be able to take him out, I think. Alright, so the question is, what kind of units do I want? His are going to cost a little bit more. Are 4 units enough to kill? 4 units of archers enough to kill
You
all of
dishonor
that?
me.
It's possible, but I doubt it. I think I have to go archers. These are just kind of the best units I can get right now. Now, if I did go up one more tier in terms of a building here, I would be able to hire 3 units, which would be sweet, but can't do it. What is fighting off this corruption? Let me see. How am I not just like completely dominating this? So, my characters are giving off 60 corruption, and they are negating 3 from the local population. And I'm only trending towards 95%. What? Like, I don't know how corruption works, but whenever I get 1 corruption globally, it trends towards like 15% in my other campaigns. If I get 3 globally after the second wave of invasion, it goes to like 30%, which is 3 corruption in a province. I have 60 corruption in this province. 60, 6, 0, and they have 3 to negate it. So that's plus 57 corruption, and it's only going towards 95% total corruption. Like, I don't get how that works. Okay, anyways, that's it for this, I believe. Everybody's hiring, right? Yeah, okay. We're able to just rip through some time here. Let me see. I have a couple turns. Yeah, he's running home. Little coward. He might... I hope he occupies one of those places, but... if I can just secure this region, it would be awesome. Now, it says spreading corruption over here. It should be spreading quite a lot, yeah. I mean, what do they have for corruption defense? So theirs is trending towards 60%. And there's only 3 corruption from osmosis and -2 for local populace. So how does 3 corruption with a 2 negation, so only 1 extra corruption, how does that trend towards 60%? When I have, you know, oh, here it is. So there was just a glitch last time. Did I see something wrong? It said plus 60. Maybe that was because this was giving off a lot of corruption for an extra turn. That was probably it. But still, now it's 15 bonus corruption, and it's only trending towards 83. Whatever, it is what it is. Did they actually get units? Yeah, somehow they're hiring units without any building to hire units. Like, they don't have a barracks. How can you hire if you don't have a barracks? Whatever. Alright, let's get up there. So I have 11, 12, 13 units. I need to get to 17 so that I get all... Why am I taking so much? Oh, that guy's got post Bray-herd blues. This guy should be able to deal with it next turn. Watch him like run out of here and try to run down here. I need to cut him off so he can't run. He'll probably get in a boat or something and just like hang out in the water out here, and then as soon as I leave the province he just comes back in and takes this back. I can already see the ridiculousness unfold. I should be able to beat him with this army if I want to. Use the beast path here. To right here. Yeah, I didn't think he would take me up on that. But I'm out of range of the garrison, and the most units he could have next turn are probably 7? I mean, I don't know, maybe he gets a 20 stack next turn. But I think I should be able to beat him with what I have here. And once again, I just wanted to cut him off so that he can't run down here and hide. He could still get in a boat, probably. That's probably what he'll do. But I just want to see if I can at least cut away one of his outs. I still have the recruitment bonus. It'd be 11, 16. Man, I really wish I could hire one more. Oh, well, I wouldn't have enough because I can't move my ward over anyways. It's not gonna matter. I could move the bull over to hit this army. I mean, I guess I didn't think about that. I got too close, so he might technically be able to see me and attack me with 7 units. That is a possibility, and I would only have 3, so it'd be 3 on 7. Now, if I have the bull, though, I think I could beat him if I have the bull. There we go. So I should still be able to win. This is 10. Now, this doesn't have a lot of infantry. This could have been a foolish move to split these up, but I just wanted to cut him off so he can't actually run. But I think either one of these armies should be able to beat 7 at this point. This would be 4 on 7. I don't have any range, but these guys are very, very strong, and they're full health now. And I should be able to kite with these guys and do some good micro and beat them up. Okay, next turn. So Talia's running around over there. I mean, extra chaos corruption, it's like, who cares? I don't know. So I am going to lose some corruption in this province if I do that. But I don't think the corruption's having a huge benefit at this point anyways, honestly. And this would make sure that I have max beast rage for whenever I hire more units. How many turns does this last? Oh, just 1 turn. How many? This is for 4 turns. I think I just want to kill him and get the beast rage. So what's this province going to now, corruption-wise? Is it just standing still? Yeah, it's just at a solid 68%. That's fine, whatever. Okay, sweet. So now we get to finish this off. 1 point for plus 20 charge on everybody. That's nice. Alright, I don't seem to get a lot of items. Oh, I do have items here. Okay, Faith Mace. Or Filth Mace. Oops, I should have had this stuff on these people. I guess we can go for... That's about 20% more damage, because it's going to be a much higher melee attack. This, however, I mean, it has a 90-second cooldown. It does cause poison. It does cause tear. So that's cool. But I think I would just rather have normal melee attack higher. With no cooldown. And this can be good when you're fighting other lords, though. I guess I'll go for this. Just to be kind of anti-lord. Let's make sure everybody has something.
Absolutely not.
He's only at 4 right now. And I should be able to crush him this turn. So post Bray-herd blues. So I think after 2 more turns I can get another Bray-herd with him. But I want to hand off units to this guy. But I don't want to hand off that many units to where I'm going to get a huge penalty. Why am I taking such a huge hit? Okay. I mean, visually I should be well over this. But anyways, whatever. This is going to be the last event of the episode. Let's just get a good fight in here. Or do we even have time for that? What time are we supposed to say? We're already 3 minutes over. I guess we'll start off next episode with that. We're just going to fight Talia. So it's going to be, what, 4... 9? Wait, yeah, 9 on whatever I have. We'll fight it manually. 9 on 16. Well, you know what? Whatever. Let's just fight it. I haven't given you a good manual fight this episode. Let's just go right here. Just make sure I get the angle. That I have the angle correct here. Then I want to fight with this unit and then hand off these 4 units over here. It'll be 14, and then I can hire 2 and give the bull back over here. That should be 17. And that should be enough within a couple of turns to max out and get a Bray-herd out of it. And we can send the Bray-herd up here to start weakening these people. Alright, so we want to make sure we attack the town and not the person, so hopefully they can't run. We'll see if they can run or not. Let's do it. Okay, so it says a huge advantage, but you know, it still is 9 on whatever. Now I get speed here, right? Who do I want to make really fast? I think I've done this before, and I want this guy to be fast. Yeah, I'm just going to do it manually. Also, they don't have many range. They have some range, so I won't take... I think I can just, like, kite them and not take a lot of penalties. Or not take a lot of damage. So I might actually get better results in auto-resolve if I manual fight it. actually, let's just do it this way. Oh. 10. There we go. Where's my my reinforcements are way over here. Where are they? They're hiding up on this hill as usual. Alright. Yeah, they're just gonna hide up on the hill for a little bit, probably. It's fine. We'll put this guy with the heavy hitters. Want those to be our flankers. This looks like a fine spot for, well, right here. I don't want to give him any kind of hill advantage. Speed him up. These guys, I mean, if you do skirmish mode, if you do skirmish mode, that means that you can't run really quickly. You will only walk backwards. Go ahead and split these up into 2 teams. Help me with the kiting. Sure everyone's fresh. Yeah. They have pretty high vigor to begin with. And I want to fight with my lords, if anything, just so I don't actually lose units. I gotta remember to use that. Okay, so I have to come about this close before they can actually see me. Otherwise I'm invisible. Stalk. Dang it, they're getting shots on me because they have much further range. I seem to fire faster than they do, though. My reload time looked like it was a lot faster. Okay, so I can run, even if I'm in skirmish mode. It wouldn't let me do that before. I'm losing a couple of units there. Jeez, get over here, get. Go to the spears with, let's get up here and shut that up. go ahead and hold. And hold. Oh, they're actually trying to fight him? What? Get the Lord, get the Lord. Where is he? Did he die? He's right here. That's about a 90%, maybe a little bit less, but... Speed this up a little bit. I just want to make sure this guy doesn't get out. Make sure this faction is just like eliminated off the map. Got him. Alright. Anything else we're trying to run down here? Make sure we max our cash out. Alright, that looks good. Sweet. So we're not going to get a lot. I mean, there is an argument for raise and defile here. Since I'm getting so little cash. But I don't have the money for buildings right now, that's the thing. Raise and defile, it's not going to give me... It does give extra chaos corruption. Horde growth plus 8, and that would give both factions extra horde growth plus 8. Which would be cool. I do need a tech up. But I just don't have the cash right now to do it. I will need growth eventually, though. 400 is a pretty low number, but yeah, we just don't have a lot of cash. I think it's still loot and raise. Okay, sweet. They're done. Very good. Now, how's this looking? Still only 68% corruption. That's fine. What else? Did anyone else level up? So he leveled up. Now, if I can hand off enough units here, it might let me get a beast next time. Noticed by the gods. Leadership -2. Huh. Wonder what that means. Noticed by the gods. Okay, so negative modifier. It's not that much. -2 leadership. But it's interesting. I wonder if, like, Sartorial or something will come down and attack me in the middle of, like, the campaign. I don't know. I think he does that with Chaos, but I'm not sure. Right here. Extra 5%. It's glorious. The last one's 10%, isn't it? Yes. Or it's an extra 7%. Ooh, I can't actually get this, so I'm gonna get a quest battle at the end of this, turn. So that'll be pretty cool. Equipment cost. Chaos Corruption's pretty nice. Extra loot amount's very nice. I mean, that's some pretty nice stuff. It's okay. What else can I get? I could get this. Extra chance of ambush. That would be quite nice. I can't get this until level 10. Obviously, I want to get this, like, really quickly. Melee defense. Okay. I think we're good in this tree for now. I want to get more vigor. But I need to get over here to Children of Chaos. So, I need to finish up Blessed by Evil, pick this up, and then work my way over here. Now, these will be good eventually, but... obviously, we don't have those units yet. We can't finance those units yet. We need reduced costs on things. So I legit think our first order of business might just be buy the 25% cost reduction building. As crazy as that sounds, it's because money is our major problem here. Like, our units, I feel like, are strong enough. Like, they're pretty good. With all the buffs that they get. You can use, like, the moon and skills and technologies like I'm doing to buff your lower tier units and get away with keeping them for longer, keeping them relevant for longer. Because the cost is really, really the sticking point here. Alright, so now we do have a little bit of extra cash. I wish there was something that would lower the cost of buildings too. That's 4,000 though. It's a bit steep. I would love to get minus upkeep cost for Ungor units. I mean, I don't even care about building Bray-herd right now. I just want the upkeep cost for the Ungor units. Okay, so let's see if we can pull this maneuver off. So I have how much? Battles 111. Casualties. I guess he took a couple of casualties. Okay, so let's see if it's going to let me hand off here. Oh, because I raised, I'm not going to be able to hand off. Now, I could hand off here. But I need to be able to hire also. I wonder if it's going to let me hand off and hire. Well, whatever. Let's just try it out and see. Okay, so it's going to give me major penalties. Okay, so I have 10. I can hire 2 in theory. So I can get to 15, so I just need 5. Now I can just transfer him. I can have him just walk from this army over to the other army next turn. And this will give me 13, and then 2 more turns of hiring should do it. What if I give units back? So maybe it's if they're both in Bray-herd range, then you can't hand them off. Maybe that's how it works. Because they both want the Bray-herd, I guess that would make sense strategically that they both want to get their own horde. So maybe you have to plan your handoffs before you go over that 80 number. I think 2 is fine. I can get 2 back with just a couple of raiding stances. Be 12. I should be able to hand this guy off next turn. That'll be 13, and then 2 turns of hiring. That's going to 5. I can't drop 5, I don't think. I need to drop out of this and just see how much I have. I should have taken note of the actual number. I feel like it was pretty high. It was like 87 or something, maybe? Either way, I should be able to raid and make that up. So this would give me -5, but it would give me 14 units. I can hire, I can just manually move this guy next turn, and I can hire this turn, I think. So I'm going to do this. It's going to cost a lot, but I think I was in the high 80s. This might be incorrect, but I can get it back with just a couple of raids, I think. Alright, let's do it. Okay, so it took all my movement, so I can't hire this turn. I can't move him either. And it's knocking me down to... Wait, what? I just handed off units. Like, who got those units? Right? What? Did units just disappear? Was I looking at the wrong thing? I thought that I handed off enough to go to -5. I thought I handed off everything. Like, what just happened? I'm so confused. Unit transfer -5. Oh, did I accidentally hand these units back over there on accident? God, that's what I did. I was just seeing if... Crap. I was just seeing if I handed back units, if it would still give me the negative, and it would, and I never deselected those on the bottom. So I handed off units, and then I re-handed off more units. Okay, it's terrible. Terrible misplay there, but we're just kind of learning the mechanics. I should still be able to get the Horde. I mean, I can still hand off. I mean, I'm going to have 90 at the end of this turn. Or not. With this guy, I'm still going to have 87. So I could just hand off next turn and get it. I think it'll be okay. It would be one more turn anyways before I could do it. Because I'd have to hire. So I think it'll be okay. Because I can't hire anyways this turn. I don't think it's going to throw off my timing. It's just going to cost me a little bit more rage. But I could just raid and get that rage back. It should not be a huge deal. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and end the turn then. And then that's probably going to be the end of this episode. I'm pretty sure we went over, but I just wanted to do that fight and just clear everything up. Dang, we're way over. What was that? I looked at my phone really quickly. Scourge. Raid the following region. Where is Karaberg? Way on the other side of the world. Cool. It is for 1500 favor, which is really sweet. Where is this? Oh, Reichland. Karaberg right here? Alright. Oh, has this place been burned? Why can't I? Oh, I'm just not at war with them yet? No. -60 aversion. Cool. Okay, and they did end up populating this area over here. That's actually pretty cool, because it costs players half of your army to populate. So it should cost them half of their army to populate. So that means if I get over there fast enough before they can heal up, then, strategic for the Bretonnian kingdoms. I wish they would release Bretonia also, so just like release a full faction or whatever, just a campaign so that you can fight them. I mean, it's almost done, like, I mean, just charge people $5 for it, whatever. Just, you know, if you need to make money, you need to make money. Just get it out. Another campaign we can play. Okay, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you very much. We're learning as we go along. We're kind of learning some mechanics there. I accidentally goofed that handoff, but I don't think it's going to make a huge difference in how fast I can get this Bestial Rage. Now, what the heck? I thought I was supposed to get more rage than that. Why do I have a flat 80 on both characters? What? How does that work? I was supposed to go up to 87 and 90 respectively. I need to go back and watch the replay, but I could have sworn it said trending. Next turn, you're going to have 87. And then trending. Next turn, you're going to have, like, 90. And this turn, it's saying that there's 0 change? Like, that nothing's going to happen, even though I'm standing still. And I stop at 80. Like, what the heck? This just totally threw off my calculations. Okay, whatever. We'll figure it out next episode. We can still get up there. We'll get another horde. It'll be fine, but this is weird. But anyways, thank you very much. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, check out the other videos. I'm going to release a lot of these at once. I think I'm feeling comfortable enough with this campaign at this point to go ahead and start releasing it. So look for those soon. I'm just going to upload them as fast as I can. They're pretty big files, so it takes a little bit to upload because I record them in HD and I do 10,000 bit rate, among other things that make them. I try to make them as high of quality as I can. But thank you very much. If you enjoyed this, watch the other videos and check out the other campaigns. We have Dwarves, Greenskins, Empire, Vampire Counts, everything except for Chaos. We also have League of Legends, as I say at the end of every video. If you want to watch me try to carry to Diamond by only playing support every single game, and do it with just good strategic thinking, that's a fun thing to watch. And then we also have some great educational content if you are a student or you know a student, or you just want to learn how to think more critically and improve your own writing. So I look forward to seeing you next episode, and have a wonderful evening.